Welcome back, everybody. So glad you could be with me here today. Walter at the workbench, whittling away at this piece of poplar. And in my hand, I hold a very simple, humble Stanley number 4. The number 4 is regarded by most as the beginner's hand plane. And they say it can do everything. Well, I guess if you were in a pinch and you didn't have space, time, or money, a number 4 could get you to where you need to go. So it's a compact tool measuring 2 7/16 inch wide and 9 7/16 inch long. Very tight, very compact, lightweight to some extent. Not a lot to say about it, but when you look at it next to the next to the number 6, it's about about half its size. But not everybody can have an aircraft carrier 6, 7, or 8. So bench is getting a little crowded, but that's okay. So here's a piece. Well, let me see. Which one do we want to start with? Let's start with this one here. That's a little difficult to plane, that one there. This, my friends, is just a rough-sawn, crooked piece of black cherry, American black cherry. And I'm looking at it, which way the grain is going. It's going this way. It's going this way. So we'll put a mark on here, and we'll put one here, which means that's opposite here, and it should be opposite here. Now let's see which way it sits on the bench. Halfway decent. This side seems to sit better. Okay. So the first thing you want to do, and you can plane either on a bench top to a stop, or if it's a small enough piece like this one, you can put it in the vise. Okay. Now, I trimmed the ends so there's no grit on the ends. We'll brush off the piece, and away we go. So as you can hear, we're hitting the high spots on the rough sawn edge. So you can see what all's happening. We got planed edge here, hit and miss here, there, and everywhere. So I'm thinking the highest spot is about where my finger is. So we'll concentrate in the middle, and then out on the end here. So right now it's acting more like a scrub plane than a smoother. And the further we get in, the harder it is going to be for me to see where I'm planing. So your number 4 will act as a scrub, and it will act as a smoother. And as to making a straight, flat surface, it's going to take just a little bit of work on your part from here to the corner. But you can do it. Now this piece of cherry is not your typical straight grained piece of wood. It's figured. I'll show you what I mean. See the light and dark areas? That's because the grain is going in and out. Okay. Ooh, this end is high. And that's another thing. Your eyes can tell you there's a high spot here and a high spot here. Your eyes are your built-in winding sticks. They can tell you a lot more than any tool. All right. Couple more passes and it'll be ready to lay down on the bench. I want to go from here over to here. Almost there. Let's try the rub technique. Okay. This corner here to the middle there. And it's just rinse and repeat. Now, if I were using the number 6, I'd be done already. So that's another consideration. How much time do you have? For instance, let me show you. If I take my number 6, you see how it's going over the high spots? To do that with the number 4, you have to come back in here and just do some fine cutting there and fine cutting there and test it and go back and forth. But that's about it, everybody. Cherry, American cherry. I believe The Latin name is Prunus serratina. So the number 4, what do you think? Is the number 4 a jack of all trades? Or is that where the number 5, jack, comes in? That's about it, everybody. Like, subscribe, and share, and head out to your shop. Go make some shavings. Walter out.